Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation, an emerging nation, even though we've been around for almost 6 years. We've been putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations. We are now in a position where we are expanding our economy, and that'll benefit all our citizens, and anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. Come along and register. Ideally, bring a positive mental attitude and you'll fit in really well. We're also a non-separatist community. That means we don't put people into groups based on what they look like, where they come from, what the gender is, or anything else. We very simply see everyone as a human being, part of one big family, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer, all of equal value, all equally loved. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that ideology, and that'll come after our opening prayer, which we're going to have right now. And that's a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. It's the happiness that everybody seeks. It's the one that's always with you. You wake up with it, you go to bed with it, it's with you throughout the day, and it's with you throughout your dreams. No matter what's going on in the world around you, you have this grounding, this foundation of joy within that can overcome any obstacle. And so it's a wonderful thing to have, but the only way you can get it is through loving service to other people. And the great thing about that is it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need, whether it's relationships, money, travel, whatever. It'll all start working for you the more you go out of your way to be of loving service to other people. So that's what our prayer is about, and we'll have that now, followed by that affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on in the last couple of days. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, welcome to you. Welcome to all of you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. We are streaming live into Facebook group We Share Abundance publicly, X and YouTube, and they automatically record these sessions, and they're available for everybody for them to go back and check out on things and stay updated. And whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording, which a lot of people do, you're equally welcome. Of course, the advantage, if it's convenient for you to be here live, is that you can pop your name into the comments and let us know where you're from. You can interact with other members, you can ask any questions, and hopefully you'll get them answered. So that's always a bit of a bonus. So let's just have a look who we do have in. And we've got Ron in from Amsterdam. He's top of the pops again. And then we've got Bhuban Lally from India, Ramachandra from Watford in England, Toby from Nigeria saying Happy New Year. Hope it's not too late. It's a little bit, well, it's never too late, is it, to say Happy New Year? But I believe I believe the Chinese New Year may be around about this time. It may even be today. I know, or I think I know, that it does fall in February usually. I'm not sure about that, but maybe it is the Happy New Year for the Chinese. Okay. We've got Mary from Chicago, USA. We've got Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal. We've got Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland. We got Radio Pirata from Puerto Rico. We've got Ashok from India. We have Gary from St. Albans in England. Carolyn from Texas, United States. Toby from Nigeria, I think, is who else has tried Intuition. It's not really the topic for now, but I can mention it briefly. We've got Richard from Devon in England, and we got Gramps. Hello, Gramps. I'm not sure where you're from, but lovely to have you with us. We got Shukuzi from Nigeria. We've got Bazina from Slovenia. Ramachandra's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. And Bozina, hey, there you go. Yes, Chinese New Year, Year of the Fire Horse, beginning today. I thought it was somewhere around about Chinese New Year. I think I had this feeling it was round about now, but it is today, is it? So there you go. That's somebody with a little bit of knowledge for you, sharing that knowledge with you. Okay, and then we got Willie in from Texas in United States, of course. Right. Lovely to have you all here with us. We've been very, very busy over the past few days. There's lots and lots of things going on, and I'll bring you up to date with some of them in a moment. But let's give you the numbers. We have an increase of 16 in the 777 plan to 46,578. 16 also increase in the registered members of We Share Abundance to 57,728. An increase of 52 in the active members to 3,408. No change in Success Blueprint at 11, up 2 in the Easy Team Builder to 1,245. Up at 8 in the Best Plan Ever to 1,434. No change in the Pro members of the Success Blueprint, of the Share Hope Powerline plan. Stays at 798. We have a net decrease in the free members in Thinking into Reality, down to 707, a net decrease of 13. It's a net decrease because we have some people that become paid members and some people drop out after 30 days of inactivity. We have an increase of 7 in the bronze members in Thinking into Reality to 1,980. And our social media site, Your Happy Place, gained 3,115 new members to 91,874. They're not all active, but the active count is getting higher percentage-wise. And we had an increase of 3,273 in the active member count to 56,209. So it's gradually creeping up. It was around about 40% at one time. It's well over 50% now. In fact, it's over 60%, isn't it? 56,000 over 91,000. It's over 60% now active members in that social media site. Okay. And we got Toby expressing good vibes for Bozina. And then we got Maureen from London joined us as well. London, England, of course. Okay. Right. Some of the things that are going on, there are some changes in TIR. They don't change the compensation plan. They don't change what we're doing. The only change that affects the compensation plan is that when a person piffs in another person, they get the referral bonus of $5 every time they upgrade to bronze or renew bronze. $5 the same amount, $5 for the upgrade to silver or renewal of silver, and $15 for when they become gold members or renew their gold membership. That previously always went to the sponsor, and I think that's a bit unfair. If the sponsor isn't prepared to pay for them, then I think the person paying for them should get that referral bonus. So it is, because if nobody paid for them, the sponsor would earn nothing for them anyway. So the sponsor is going to get the 50% of the tier 1 and 100% of the tier 2 match on those referrals. So that is the only slight change in the compensation plan. But the way that we will be presenting the platform to people will be changing, and Vishal is working on that, as is Sudhar. Vishal is working on it from the back end, what we need done as people move through a very, very tiny funnel. And Sudhar is working on the funnel and compliance with Google and Facebook so that we can get those ads running. It is taking longer than we originally intended, because I wanted to make sure that we have the most powerful system in place when we are advertising. And what will happen is people will be brought to the site. We will be providing a free training every 7 days for the free members. And of course, a free member can only remain a free member if they have completed KYC or referred somebody who is KYC qualified. They've completed their KYC. And the reason for that is eventually that person that they've referred will become a bronze member. And that bronze membership will then reward the sponsor, even though they're free and not done their KYC. And that reward will not be able to be withdrawn until they have, first of all, become a bronze member, and then secondly, have 3 personal referrals. And if they only have, perhaps, for example, that one person that they referred, they would need another 2, and their income, once they've been upgraded, would then be used in the co-op that we're putting together to make sure they get those other 2 referrals. And of course, the same will apply to everybody that is a bronze member that hasn't made referrals. They will be able to benefit from the co-op, from their income. They don't have to put their hand in their pocket, although it'd be another option, and they can do that and get moving faster and earn more money. But even without that, we will get them those 3 all-important referrals, and that'll mean that it moves faster for everybody, and that everybody will in time qualify. And those 3 referrals create spillover in the matrix as a whole, helping everybody progress. So it's going to be really beneficial, but we've got to get it working, we've got to get it moving. And as I say, Sudhar is working on that, and he's going to be in charge of the advertising. He will become a permanent member of our team. I've been in discussions with him about that. And his only duty will be to get us referrals, to get us people that join us, to get us members, and to help those members become bronze members. We are changing the way that it's done. So what will happen is, once a person registers, they will then go to a page before they get into their back office. Instead of being able to just log in, they will first of all get this page, and that page will ask them if they want to enjoy the benefits of a bronze membership or remain a free member, and it'll explain in detail the differences, and they can select either one. Now, if they select that they want to remain a free member, then that's fine. They will get access to the dashboard in the normal way. However, if they say they want to become a bronze member, a paid member, then we'll say great, and they will get another screen, and that will offer them a good discount on taking silver membership or silver and gold membership. And they will then either say, no, I'm happy with just the bronze, or I'll go for the silver, or let me go all in. And of course, that will all be explained on the page as well, the different benefits. So that will be the way that this will go. And then once they've decided, they will be sent to the payment page. They will make the payment and be upgraded to whatever level they've chosen. So that is how the funnel will be reconstructed, and that'll how it work, and it'll work for all referrals, whether they're yours or whether they're through the co-op. Of course, the difference in the co-op is there is a rotation there, and everybody that's in the co-op will get the next person, and it'll just keep going through them until the co-op funds have been all used up. Okay, and we don't know what kind of response rates we're going to get, but we will be always working on, and this will be Sudhar's province, to be always improving it. So we might start out at paying $10 a lead, and then we might get it down to $8, and then down to $7, and then down to $6.50, and down to $6, and we want to get it as low as we can. And we also want to be targeting people that are likely to take the upgrade straight away, because that is beneficial for everybody. So we won't be pushing the fact that as a free member, somebody's going to pay for you in time anyway. And when we do quote that, we will quote it with the proviso that we don't know how long it's going to take. Could be months, could be years. You might be really lucky and get it quickly. That is how we're going to approach it in the future. and that way we will move the plan along faster, and that benefits everybody. And as it grows quicker, more people will be automatically entered into the co-op, providing us more advertising funds, getting more people, getting more traction continuously. Okay. So Vishal had been working on the virtual cards, and he's got that pretty much sorted out anyway in beyond Banish Poverty Global. But he is now on TIR, and he'll be going back to BPG once those changes in Banish Poverty Global have been completed. And one of the changes, of course, is to allow me to add the training in for the free members. And the training for the free members will be there to encourage them to take on more responsibility for themselves, you know, be responsible for where they are, and encourage them to move to the next level, become a bronze member. So that will all be there, and I say that'll be there for 7 days, or every 7 days, and once they are either KYC qualified, and of course that training will also be available for bronze members, and in the same way that silver members still get the bronze, they'll get the free as well, and gold members, of course, will get the gold, silver, bronze, and the free, and it's all available. And I think the 7 days free training will be something that will enhance what we have to offer. Devyani, meanwhile, has been working on Banish Poverty Global. There have been quite a number of little bugs, not significant in any way, but they have been sorted out. 1 or 2 people had queries about their payments, and we've had to sort that out. I think there have only been 2 people actually that had queries, but we've got those sorted out, and we are now moving on, and Devyani is well advanced with making the withdrawals from We Share Abundance automated into Banish Poverty Global. And from there, you'll be able to either move them into an external crypto wallet, keep them in your wallet in Banish Poverty Global, exchange them for US dollars or your local currency in most cases, you know. I can't remember how many local currencies we're covering at the moment, but there are a large number of them. And then you can move them into your bank, or you can add them onto a debit card and use the debit card to spend your money. So it will be more flexible for you and more automated, because you will just go straight from your available cash wallet. There'll be a withdrawal, boom, it'll be in your Banish Poverty Global account. There is an awful lot we've still got to do in Banish Poverty Global, so everything that I've talked about won't necessarily be available to you straight away, but it's there. Now, what will happen next in Banish Poverty Global is, you heard me talk about a screen where you get 2 choices, either stay free or become a bronze in TIR. The same system will be implemented in Banish Poverty Global. After registration, you'll get a screen, boom, and it'll give you the pros and cons for either a free membership or the paid membership. The paid membership will be $10 a month. And when somebody gets that screen, and everybody that's in there now, the partners will have to go through this process. When somebody gets that screen, they will have to choose. They'll have to say, okay, I want to be free or I want to be paid. And that will affect the cost of their loads to the system, amongst other things. So that's why it needs doing right up front. There will be various benefits for being a paid member, and one will be lower fees in everything, and of course inclusion in the matrix, where you will be able to earn significant sums, possibly passively, but of course that relies on you getting spillover. It will happen over time, but if you rely on it, you have to have patience. What normally happens and what will happen initially is the people at the top of the matrix will get that spillover anyway, but the people that are coming in later, you know, they're going in now at the bottom of the matrix, and it takes time for those positions to fill. But as we are paying, or we will be paying, or also the withdrawal from TIR, Vishal is working on, it will work in the same way as the We Share Abundance. It'll simply be a case of whatever you've got in your withdrawable commissions, you can put in an amount to withdraw, click your button, and it'll automatically go into your BPG account. So everybody in TIR and We Share Abundance that is earning money, and everybody in TIR will earn money. Most people in We Share Abundance have the opportunity to earn money. Well, everybody has the opportunity to earn money, but a lot of people will gradually start to generate income as we get more people coming through the system. And of course, all those people will want access to those funds. They will be joining BPG, Banish Poverty Global, and that will become available very, very soon. At the moment, we are still, as I say, sorting out one or two things. We want to get the partners' accounts all verified, sorted out. We still have a few people that haven't been able to log in because usually because they've got an email address that is blocking our email, like Outlook, or there've been a couple of people that just couldn't get access using either Hotmail or something, you know. Anybody using Gmail hasn't had any problems. So we want to get all the partners sorted out, and we want to get that done over the next few days. And hopefully we'll have all that sorted out by the end of the week, and then we will be able to release the referral links, and that will mean people will be able to refer people. And once again, as I say, when people are referred, they join up, they sign up, they get the choice, free, paid, whichever they choose, they're in. Now, if they're paid, as I say, they will have from their load $10 deducted, and if they don't load enough to cover that $10, they will revert to free members. Paid members have to pay, and they have to pay that $10. So those are the things we're working on. As I say, Sudhar been very conscientious. He's been going through and checking things to make sure. It's a real minefield putting stuff on Facebook or on Google. You have to be compliant in every way, and if you're not, you can lose your advertising account, and we don't want that to happen. And so we are going through things with a fine-tooth comb, and you have to get all your images approved. Everything has to be approved. I'm surprised at some of the stuff that does get approved, in all honesty. You know, you see these things, some of the stuff, you know, that you see, to me, should never be approved. You know, things like they might have something on, like a typical one is they pick a celebrity. I don't know many celebrity names actually, but they pick a celebrity. Who we got that's a celebrity? I don't know. Most of the celebrities' names I know are probably already dead, but they pick a celebrity that's live and they put an advert up saying something about, or implying that the person is dead, and people click on it to see what's going on. And of course, he's not dead at all. And to me, you know, that shouldn't be allowed as advertising. But I've seen a lot of them like that on Facebook. However, we will do what we can, and we will make sure that we are compliant and we get everything approved, and we can then just work steadily on improving the cost of acquisition for everyone. Okay, let's have a look. We've got Leon in from California saying grateful for the news of increased withdrawal in WeShare Abundance. Yeah, well, I've been saying that we're going to do that, and I got round to it eventually today. And Shakuzi says, can we pay the $10 on BPG? The $10 for what? The $10 as a paid member of BPG, the only way you can pay it is through Banish Poverty Global. You will have to load funds into your account to pay that $10. There is a load fee for a paid member of 2.5%. So you have to put in a bit more than $10 to make sure that you've got $10 that we can then use to put you in the matrix and give you all the other benefits. Shakuzi, can we start referring people soon? Yeah, as soon as we release the affiliate links again. They were there. I had them removed because we don't want people in at the moment, because we're still working on a lot of things. But hopefully by about the end of this week, we should be able to release those again. And then we've got David in from Just Plateau State in Nigeria. Hi there. So there is an awful lot going on. There's a lot of work going on, and it's all going on in a week where I have a lot of personal things to attend to, and so I'm not around as much as I normally am, and I'll be missing most of tomorrow, some of Thursday, and a little bit of Friday as well. So hopefully I'll be able to still keep on top of everything and not delay things, because some of the things that happen I get queries about, or there are things that I need to approve, or I want to make sure that things are working correctly. I'm not happy with the testing that's been going on or whatever. So it may delay things a little bit, but we'll get it done as quickly as we possibly can. And it's all looking good, is the bottom line. Okay. We've already seen the effects of KYC verification from TIR, increasing the numbers in the 777 plan, and not significantly enough for everybody to have seen commissions flowing in, but definitely it's moving things which had really stagnated a lot. And as we grow, as you know, my intention is to manifest 1 million active members in Banish Poverty Global this year. And to do that, we're going to need to bring in over 1 million people into TIR, because they won't all upgrade and have things done for them. And we really need to get cracking on those advertising campaigns, and they will become self-funding so that we can grow and scale up. And that is why we've gone for Facebook and Google, because they are pretty much infinitely scalable, whereas nothing else has that same flexibility that we could do. Okay, if you're advertising for yourself, yeah, you can do things, because and you can still scale up, but if you don't need the same volume of scaling that we do as the administration. Advertising for yourself, you will get some results from traffic exchanges. You will get some results from putting login ads on other websites. You will get some results from, and your best bet, actually, if you are doing things yourself, is solo ads. And we will be providing some swipes that you can use for solo ads, and that is a really good way for you yourself to get things moving. And the funnel that we're putting in will help everybody get more people upgrading. Because let's be fair, you know, $30 one-time payment should not be prohibitive for anyone. Okay. And if you give people a free option or $30, people are going to take the free, aren't they? So we're not going to push it. It's still going to be there, but we're not going to push that as an option. All we're going to push as an option is you're going to get free training while you are a free member for a minimum of 30 days. It's up to you whether you extend your membership beyond there by either completing KYC or referring either a paid member or a member that has completed KYC. And that's what basically we're going to tell people. And then they're going to get a pleasant surprise when they do get upgraded. But we're going to do it that way rather than do what we've been doing. As I say, the system hasn't changed, but the way we present it has to change to make it move better and to flow better for the benefit of everyone. Okay. No more people in, no more comments. I think that then pretty much covers what I have for you today. It is exciting. There is a lot going on. The withdrawals, as I say, will be a lot easier and more flexible for you. And as was pointed out by Leon, wasn't it? It was Leon from California. We have released another month's worth, going backwards, of commissions for people, and that'll just help people. Now, somebody mentioned intuition, and this is not anything to do with We Share Abundance, TIR, Banish Poverty Global. However, I personally am promoting it because I think it will be around for a significant amount of time. What is a significant amount of time? I think it's going to be around for a few years. I can't guarantee that, but I think it is set up in a way that makes me think that this is going to be around for a couple of years. And it is based on something which may or may not be kosher, for want of a better word, and that is their ability to win at casinos and bookmakers and things like that. And they're claiming like a 93% success rate or something in that area. What it does mean is that there are a lot of money to be earned in a relatively short space of time, and most of the plans within 4 to 8 weeks you can be risk-free. I've been through the plans, and I think there are basically two main plans that that you should be considering, or three main plans, sorry, three. Is it three? No, it's two, I think, isn't it? Two. I'm ignoring the trial plan, which you can only be in once anyway, and you can put in $10 to $50, and it lasts for a week or so, 2 weeks maybe. There is the plan which pays you 2.7% per day, weekdays, for 25 days, like 5 weeks. And at that rate, in about 6 weeks, you get to break-even point. You've got your money back. So you're at risk for about 6 weeks. But after that, you can play with their money, and it's all good news. And that plan you can get involved in for $50 is the minimum. The other plan, which I managed to get into yesterday, pays 5% per day for 100 working days, weekdays only. Now, the 5% plan does not repay your capital at the end of the period, but the 2.7% plan at the end of your number of weeks repays your capital. So those are the differences. But I've done the calculations, and the 5% plan works out nearly twice as well as the 2.7% plan. And that wouldn't necessarily be obvious, because one you get your capital back and one you don't. But if you're in the 5% plan, let's suppose you put in, well, there is a minimum. There's a minimum of $500, which is what I've put in. And I paid that from the income that I have received from the other plans. But I broke my rule. Normally, I wouldn't have done that. I would have waited until I not only broke even, but generated additional income. But I thought it was too good to miss, and I got into it. So instead of having 800 of my capital investment back in my pocket. I've only got 300 back in my pocket, but I've got this 5% plan. And that 5% plan, of course, gives you 25% in 5 days, 25% a week. So in 4 weeks, you've got your money back. And that's what attracted me. I thought, you know, I'm pretty sure that this company is going to be around for more than 4 weeks. And so that is why I broke the Rye rule. Not a good thing to do, but I did it. I don't recommend that you do it. I recommend that you stick with the rules, you know, get your capital out and then play with their money. But we're all adults and we make our own choices. I have spoken with my sponsor, who I've known for a long time. We were both involved in a program, about 10 years ago together. When I say together, we were independent, but we were both in that program, and it was very lucrative, but it didn't last too long. It only lasted for about 5 or 6 months. But I've known Laurie from then, way back then, about 10 years ago, and I know Laurie is drawing out weekdays a minimum of $5,000 a day. And that is impressive, because what happens with most of these plans that are paying high income, when you're withdrawing, you know, $100, $50, it's okay, you know, they're paying you out. But then all of a sudden, when you get to $500 and $1,000, they come up with new rules for you, and that is always a red flag. They have new rules, or they simply don't pay, or whatever happens. So Laurie's been in this for, well, in fact, I joined under her when she first announced it, but I didn't do anything with it. I thought I'll wait and see what happens with it. So she's been in it. I don't know how long it is now. It's probably 8 or 9 months. Maybe it's longer. I can't remember. Time flies. But she has now built this, and as I say, is drawing out weekdays a minimum of $5,000 every day. And as I say, that is impressive. And that is one of the things that I thought, well, you know, if they're paying that out on a daily basis to Laurie, there are other people going to be getting similar amounts. I only need to get me 500 back. I think I can get that in 4 weeks. So, and then I certainly will not be doing anything other than playing with their money once I've got that back, and my investment in the other plan as well. And that should happen within about 4 or 5 weeks. So about the 17th of next month, I should be free and clear. And that's where you want to be with all of these plans. You want to be not risking any more than you did initially intend to risk. And you risk it with the knowledge that it can fold within an hour of you putting your money in, or it can go on for years and you can make a lot of money. You've got to be prepared for that sort of attitude when you get involved in these things. My opinion, and that's all it is, and it's not advice or anything, is that it will be around for a couple of years, maybe more. If it's around for a couple of years, you will become pretty much financially independent. If it's around for a year, you'll be fairly wealthy. If it's around for couple of months, you'll get your money back. And my only advice is, if you do get involved, get your seed capital out and then play with their money and compound it. And that's it. So I know somebody did ask about Intuition. It's there. I think it's a risky, but I don't think it's as big a risk as some of the other things that we've been involved in. I think it possibly will be around a couple of years, maybe more. And don't get involved with more than you can afford to lose anyway. And get your seed capital out as soon as you can. I hope that's answered your question on Intuition. Okay. God bless you all. And I will be here Thursday. I'll be missing most of the day, but I will be back home by the time it gets to 7 p.m. I'll have managed to get back home. Okay, so until then, God bless you all. Share love and abundance. Enjoy life. Be happy. And be of loving service to as many people as you can. God bless.